The South African government has made many promises with regards to development where more housing can be built, where people can live outside of the major metros that we have today. But throughout South Africa, these promises have come to nothing. But now there are a few of these developments that are called smart cities that is starting to pick up pace. And I want to tell you about some of the things that you should be concerned about. Now, housing is a huge problem within South Africa and we need new developments, absolutely necessary. But do you want to live in a digital prison? And this is something I have a real concern with, because if you look at one of these smart cities being developed that is currently just a big shopping center, the developments around that shopping center is now starting to grow. And two of these smart cities that I will speak about here and give you a link to the articles in the description below the video as well as in the first comment, you will see that it's all about monitoring, track and tracing. In other words, your electricity supply, your water supply, etc. will be monitored, tracked and traced in real time. Besides that, they promise that there will be no crime because crime will be spotted immediately. What that means is that cameras and microphones will be watching your every move. And I don't know if you want to live in an environment like that. Some people might absolutely like it. But I just want to make you aware of what a smart city really is. South Africa's newest smart city is a massive mall surrounded by sugarcane and construction. So there's a huge mall at the moment that has been built at one of these smart cities. It's called Westtown and it's in KwaZulu-Natal. This development in Shongweni may look like just an enormous mall with construction underway around it. However, developers have made major strides in recent months and it's located on the N3 highway in what used to be a sugarcane plantation. And we drove past this development. There's a lot of construction ongoing and it's a nightmare for traffic at this point in time because of that. And Westtown is promised to be a mixed-use development that incorporates living, working, shopping and play. So in other words, it's like a city within a city. You go there and you can do everything there. You don't need to leave it. So the concept is not new. There's many people that have developed concepts like this, even buildings where you can do everything within that single building. The thing I have a concern with is being monitored, tracked and traced. For government to know every thing that you switch on in your house, for government to know exactly what's happening to your water supply. No privacy. I don't like that. Maybe you like that. Tell me in the comments if you don't mind, especially if that brings you security, etc. But the future that you might face in that reality might not be what you think it is right now. And in the name of safety, many people will sell their freedom. So one of the big concerns that I have here is where they speak about, according to Masimula, the Westtown Smart City will incorporate technology into its maintenance and other operations. For example, if there are electricity faults, if there are water leaks, the system will be centralized. It will pick up on those and the maintenance of those be quicker than it is currently set. So what they're saying is the infrastructure everywhere will be monitored in real time, so they'll be able to sort it out the problem faster. What I'm concerned with is someone else knowing exactly how much water you're consuming, when you're running a shower, when you're running a bath, etc. Because smart meters can tell you exactly that based on flow rate, etc. He added that Westtown will also implement modern technology in its security and law enforcement operations to ensure timely responses. Now, they will always do this in the name of security and law enforcement, and it might sound wonderful. However, when do you become the criminal? For not wearing a mask, whatever the case may be. I don't think people know what it's going to be like living in an environment like that. And if these developments fully get off the ground and actually get developed to the point where there's hundreds of thousands of people living there, only then will we be able to see what that environment is like. And only in time of crisis will you be able to see how much control is being exercised over your life, because getting in and out of that city, it'll be very easy to cut it off and you will not be able to go anywhere. What they claim is that you can live there indefinitely, that you don't need to leave the place because everything that you need will be right there, except maybe the ocean. He added that Westtown will also implement a lot of modern technology. So a lot of people say modern technology is awesome. Okay, they say if there is a crime hotspot, the system will ensure that they intervene timeously. So, what can be a crime in future? You're not paying a traffic fine. Many other things can turn you into a criminal in future. In a statement from April 2024, the eThekwini municipality said it had invested 600 million in bulk infrastructure for the region. That's for the region, not for the smart city. And it says a 2 billion agreement between the municipality, the Fundamentum Property Group, and Baldwin Properties also supports the project. So Baldwin Properties, they're involved in another smart city project that is happening elsewhere, and it says in that article, South Africa's only working smart city. It's not working. I don't know why they use a headline. It's a fake headline. Has not received 1 cent from government. So in KwaZulu-Natal, they claim that a certain amount of money has been invested in bulk infrastructure investment, but in this case, they say that nothing has happened. Government hasn't given a cent. Of all the smart cities that the South African government has promised to build or help fund in the last decade, just one has taken off. However, all of the completed work has been entirely privately funded. Now, if you do something privately, you can do to it whatever you want. I'm bothered when government starts to monitor, track, and trace your every move, and when this becomes a part of our daily lives. The other smart city in KwaZulu-Natal has been planned since 15 years ago. We need housing on a large scale in the country. We do need new developments. However, I want to see developments where we can choose to just live as free as possible. I don't want a camera on every street corner, on every robot where I stop on the road. I don't want gunshot mics all over the place. I don't want smart water meters. I don't want smart electricity meters in my life. And I should have the freedom to do that. And it's all about the freedom of choice. If people want to live in a digital prison, it is absolutely their choice. But what choice do I have? And this is why I live in a remote area right now. Developer Baldwin Properties has already sold 440 units, dozens of which are occupied in the first residential section of its Mooikloof Smart City project. Located next to the Garsfontein Road on the outskirts of Pretoria East, the mixed-use project is anticipated to have a total investment value of 84 billion upon completion. That's a lot of money. The other project in KZN, the total investment is not that much, but still, they plan on getting that done, completion of the entire development by 2037. I can't see that happening. That's 11 years from now. How on earth are they going to do that? And the estimated cost is 15 billion, so not as big as this development in Mooikloof, the Mooikloof Smart City. So there's many other smart cities that have been promised with mixed use housing, with shopping centers, garages, all the other social things that you need, schools, etc. But we have not seen these developments happen. And we have not seen these developments completed. None of them. So I still want to see if they will actually get to a completed state. And if you live in the area, please tell me in the comments what you see is happening, whether you would prefer to live in a more free environment or whether you don't mind living in a monitor, tracked and traced environment. I mean, going in and out of these smart cities, it's controlled access. It's not like you are just free to drive in and out. It's like a digital prison. And I think many people might like this. Please tell me in the comments what you think. Firstly, about the fact that government has promised all of these new developments, and that most new developments aren't just normal developments, that they're all smart cities, and that they've waited for the technology to be developed, the infrastructure put in, so that monitoring, tracking and tracing are possible within these new smart city developments. Time will tell if these developments actually take place. There's so many that have been announced where not a brick has been laid. I really want to thank you for watching this video. Please remember to tell me in the comments what you think about the smart city idea, and if there's one being developed in your area, and if it's actually moving along, whether they're actually building roads, infrastructure, putting pipes underground, sewage pipes, water pipes, etc., electricity infrastructure, substations. If you have this happening in your area, please let me know. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not yet, and click that bell icon so you can get notifications for future videos. And just remember, this channel's focus is for us to have maximum freedom. And this includes freedom of choice. And you should have a choice to live in a digital prison if you want to. I should have the freedom to choose to live without all of that technology. Thanks so much for watching. And remember to stay free.